Click to become a subscriber to the most popular YouTube channel for soap opera spoilers. 90 Day Fiancé. The end of happiness. Liz Woods, the celebrity, is in tears because of something horrible that Big Ed Brown done to her daughter Ryleigh. In 90 Day, the single life Liz, a 30-year-old San Diego, made her debut as Big Ed's girlfriend. The 28-year age gap between Liz and Big Ed caused issues for them. Before they made the decision to tie the knot on 90 Day, the last resort, Big Ed and Liz split up 14 times. Only a few days before the Arkansas wedding was scheduled for August 2023, Big Ed called off the nuptials. Ryleigh, Liz's daughter, is 10 years old. Though nothing is known about Liz's connection with her former spouse, Ryleigh's biological father and she remain amicable. According to rumors, Ryleigh resides in San Diego with her father, and Liz is not the parent of her daughter. Liz was in high school sweetheart to her first husband. After a few years, Ryleigh was born into the relationship that Liz and the man had been in since Liz was 14. When Liz was 22, she divorced her first spouse in a civil manner. Liz's former spouse got married again and started a new family. With his new wife, he has 3 kids. Ryleigh's stepmother is an incredible woman, according to Liz. Liz shared a post in July 2022 that was devoted to Ryleigh. She expressed in her writing that she was beyond happy that Ryleigh had her loving father and stepmother in addition to her lovely siblings. The people in Liz's life who cherished Ryleigh as their own made her feel incredibly fortunate. "You inspire me," Liz exclaimed to her daughter. Liz explained to Entertainment Tonight in August 2023 why she keeps getting back together with Big Ed. She claimed that when they initially met, she and Big Ed didn't get along. It was during the epidemic that Liz's restaurant had recently reopened. When Big Ed used to come to her restaurant, he would never want to leave. Liz was also ending a pretty nasty relationship at the same time. Every day after Liz's shift ended, she would spend at least 30 minutes chatting with Big Ed. That was Liz's introduction to Big Ed. Liz noticed a charming aspect of Big Ed that most people would normally miss. Additionally great with her daughter was Big Ed. Almost every day, Ryleigh would accompany Liz to her workplace. She claimed that during the pandemic, there was no daycare and no education. Big Ed also became close to Ryleigh over time. He would bring stickers and small toys for her. Liz was raving about Big Ed's different side, and here was it. She quickly got to know his heart and became friends with him. Ryleigh and Big Ed were well taken care of by him. Ryleigh began visiting Liz and Big Ed at their new house in Arkansas. Liz was enjoying her holidays and spending time with her mother while adjusting to life in Arkansas and getting ready for her impending nuptials. In a recent episode, Liz and Ryleigh were shown making breakfast pizza, which Liz found to be a fun and carefree activity. But Big Ed started to worry that Ryleigh might ruin the counters. Her habit of sprinkling flour on the counters even before she started baking bothered him. Big Ed desired for Ryleigh to no longer view him as an uncle but as a parent. But it didn't appear like he was a decent parent from the way he was treating her. He remarked that although he enjoyed having Ryleigh around and knew that she enjoyed baking, he also anticipated having to scrub the floor once she finished. Big Ed was discouraging the child from baking instead of supporting her to pursue her pastime. He had already started wiping down the counter that faced their flour bowl. Liz testified in front of the cameras that Big Ed's culinary prowess led to a huge argument between them and a family split so severe that he was forced to call off the wedding. When Big Ed gave Ryleigh some of his famous taco pasta, which was very spicy, they got into a fight in front of Liz's family. Since Ryleigh had a poor threshold for spice as a child, the food was way too spicy for her. Rather than modifying the dish to the child's preference, Big Ed instructed the 10-year-old to put down his infantile manners and start eating it. Big Ed fought back against Liz after she called him out on it. She was crazy, he told her. Their fight broke out in front of his relatives. Liz had embarrassed him in front of his sister. Big Ed subsequently informed the cameras. The altercation was the reason Big Ed called off the wedding, but in all honesty, he had only used it as a pretext. But did Big Ed never truly care for Ryleigh, and his seeming affection for her was only an act in episode 10. As Liz was ready to move out of the Arkansas house she shared with Big Ed, Ryleigh assisted her with packing. Big Ed urged Ryleigh to give him a minute as he watched the mother and daughter pair walk away. Big Ed wasn't sure if he would get to see Ryleigh again, so he wanted to apologize to her. Ryleigh was informed by Big Ed that she would always win at cards. Big Ed told her, "I love you," and she responded. Big Ed described his bond with Ryleigh as cute and exceptional. Big Ed said it would break his heart if Ryleigh suffered as a result of his split from Liz. It broke his heart to watch Ryleigh go. Liz was questioned by Big Ed if she and Ryleigh would be returning. No, she informed him. But a sneak peek at episode 11 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, depicts Big Ed in a horrifying way. If I had any thought this was going to happen, I would have never had Ryleigh involved in this. Liz sobs into a phone call while she's inside a moving automobile. She claims that she never would have done this. Liz admits to the makers of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, that she is really humiliated. She claims that this is by far the worst thing Big Ed has ever done, despite all of his other horrible and self-centered deeds. Liz doesn't say what transpired, but it's comforting to know that after filming, she and Ryleigh are doing much better. A recent photo of Ryleigh rolling dough was sent by Liz. They had the house to themselves, she recalled, and it was a just us two moment. They reenacted their own pizza day, which ended in a flower fight.